Hey everyone, I had kind of an interesting experience today. I had answered an ad on Marketplace for an old rusted Craftsman toolbox that looked like it may contain some interesting stuff. It was listed for $25 and I was like, that's good. When I got to the place, it turns out it was sort of an estate sale, but not really an estate sale. The estate sale wasn't supposed to start until the following week. So what was going on? Well, what it is, or was, is it's a hoarder house that's being cleaned out and prepared for an estate sale of the contents. So the estate sale agent who was there, this woman, just told me, here's the box you were talking about, and you know, we're trying to make room, so just walk around, wade your way through things, and if there's anything else you want, let me know. Everything's really cheap because they need to make room. Well, I don't know how much room they needed to make in the garage and the storage shed, which were also packed, but I immediately headed out there and I found some really great stuff. Some, regular stuff, and some really interesting stuff. So I got Muggsy down here. Let's look at, first off, what I found in the garage, which was two Craftsman roller toolboxes that aren't very old. I don't know why these are marked like this, but this says December 4th, 2008. And these are Craftsman quiet gloves, which are not bad toolboxes actually. Unfortunately, no top boxes, just two of these. They were under his workbench, which of course made me think, well, I could put these under my workbench. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload these, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we'll get to look at real soon. But let me take these out using my back is too fractured to lift them method. But if you have to do this stuff by yourself, I'll show you how I do it. They are both empty, by the way. I took everything out like I usually do. I didn't know exactly how to take these Quiet Glide drawers out. There wasn't that much in these boxes, to be honest. And the method with the bent screwdriver didn't seem to work with these, so I think I need something significantly slimmer to do it, and I just didn't have anything there because I wasn't actually there to get toolboxes. So there's one. Unfortunately had some cardboard boxes I was able to put between the two because they really are. They're in remarkably nice condition. I guess they're not that old. I mean, usually the boxes I find are 50 years old. And is this one marked? Is this got a date on it? Okay, this one's also marked 2008. My guess, because it's written on the back in a marker, that these boxes may have actually come from something like a Sears outlet store. Well, I guess there are some dents in this. Paint coming off. But you'll see that number 2. So they were sold as a pair, and somebody wrote 2008 on them. So my guess is they came from an outlet store. But let me get this other one unloaded, and then we can look at everything that I actually got. All right, so I figure I'll start. Let's look at what we got for power tools. This thing was $10. It's the only reason I bought it, because it is a made in China drill press. Seems to be fine. I didn't test it. $10, I'm not gonna bother testing it. It's got a little motor, and I noticed one thing that's kind of interesting. Made in China, you know. The coils have green paint on them. So they paint this thing, I guess, they painted the motor the motor housing after it was assembled. They got green paint all over the coils. I very much doubt anyone ever repainted this. I haven't checked the belt, but there's a belt in there. So, we'll see. Probably works. I don't know how old it is. Probably not that old. We've got an, I don't know, made in Taiwan, I guess. Yeah, made in Taiwan bench grinder with wire brush. A skill saw classic, proudly made in the USA, which is cool. Probably doesn't need any work. This is interesting. This is a bench grinder. I don't know how old this thing is. It looks old. It looks 1930s or so. And this was a belt driven, so you had a separate motor that would drive this thing. Doesn't appear to be any place for eye shields on it. But sitting next to it, or buried next to it, was a motor, which I think appears to be too small to run this, but maybe not. Is there an ID on the motor? Yeah, let's see what the motor says on it. Gotta take my glasses off because I can't read with my prescription glasses on. The motor is equipped with overload protective device. It's an Emerson motor. Huh? Emerson's good stuff back then, really good stuff. This was there as well. This is a transformer. Thor Darson, Electric Manufacturing Company transformer. Very heavy, very old. All right, I got this pneumatic tool, which I just thought was cool. I don't really use much here, have much use for air tools. I just love that. And the styling of this thing looks like 1940s or so. It's really cool looking. And this built-in oiler, I've never seen one of those that you could just add to the back of your tool, so you don't have to constantly oil it. Unfortunately, someone did apparently engrave things on it, which I did find on a lot of the stuff. I didn't even look in this box. I don't know if it's actually in the, yeah, it is. This is one of these little sanders that occasionally you use. And this is interesting. Professional Black & Decker half-inch hammer drill model 5065. And it's there. And the chuck's there. The handle is there. I don't know what all this is. Bits, so we use concrete bits, or masonry bits rather. So look, it's special, $88. I don't know where it came from. My cost for that and this was $10 for the pair. We started to lose track after a while, because I was just like, yeah, I'll take it. All right, so let's look at some of the tools I got. Oh, I'll look at this stuff too. This is kind of funny. So these are, somebody made these. These are Christmas candles. I have some very similar that I bought years ago and restored. And this will make a cool little project, rewiring, putting new sockets in and building those. This is funny. This is actually some type of weird Indiana Jones box, and I just grabbed it. It's not heavy duty. It's a kid's toy. But I thought it was kind of cool because you got to set it to a certain place and then it opens. And then there's another box in there, same thing. You set it to a certain thing and it'll open. I just thought it was neat, and I was going to use it to pack up the tools. I think I got it for $1. I got windshield washer fluid was thrown in for free. The bottle is starting to expand. I don't know why that is. This car wash bucket seat, it says, is loaded with fasteners. And you know, if you repair things and you're working on old houses and stuff, you go through a lot of these. So those will go in one of my fastener toolboxes. A drop light. I've got an idea from my workshop to use drop lights for a lot of the lighting. I think it'll look neat. So whenever I see these cheap, I grab them. So I got these two boxes, under bench boxes, as I showed you in the beginning. So what did I answer the ad? The ad was $25. And in the picture of the ad was this box. This was in it. I don't really remember what else was in it. I think the drop light was in it. And it said $25. And there was a second picture that showed the inside of this box. And let's look at this. Because this is why I went. Because that's Craftsman. That's Husky. That's SK. This is Billings? Is that what that says? Billings Yeah, Billings. That's Billings. So there's some Billings stuff here. And you know, see who made the wrench. That's a Craftsman wrench. Craftsman V USA. More sockets, some deep sockets at a Craftsman. So this is why I went. This was, like, quite clearly, this was worth $25 to me. I bet I'll be able to complete a lot of sets. Look at these decomposing screwdrivers. It's actually several weeks later. I edited the video and decided that I didn't really give you guys what you usually want, which is me to actually take all of this stuff apart and sort through it. Because I don't really even know. I haven't emptied these out yet, so I don't really even know what's in here. True Craft socket. Japanese. Look at these wrenches, see what we've got. I didn't really go into this detail. At least I don't think I did. Alright, so we've got a USA 9mm, no brand. Her brand, two her brands. USA non-branded. These are the two her brands. Three her brands. Wow, maybe we've got a set of her brand wrenches. Wouldn't that be nice? India. Just when I think it's gonna get good. Craftsman. This is Craftsman. This, I don't know. It says True Craft. Japan. Let's go to foreign. Thorson. Husky USA. Billings. Oh yeah, we did see some Billings in here. That's right. Billings. Interesting, that mark. Powercraft. Sorry, I realized some of this was probably out of frame. Alright, well, you got a Lifetime. Forged in USA, no brand. Alright, this is funny. You may not find the humor in it, but my brother over at What the Rust will find the humor in it. Tatools. It's foreign. I think I'm gonna save it. My younger brother had some of those tools. We always found it very funny. It was just a funny brand name. India. I'm kind of thinking that these ones that just say Tat on them are actually Tatools sockets. Because this is the same thing. It says Tat. So since I found a Tatools wrench, 1/2 inch. I don't know who that is. USA, but I don't know who. Alright, we got a handle, we got some files, another made in USA. Snips. Hex bits, some drills. Alright. Let's continue. This is cool. I think we looked at this before, but this is actually a really cool, old, ancient, adjustable wrench. Who knows what that was actually used for. Stanley screwdriver. Alright, here we got a whole bunch of sockets. Let's do this first. Who did these? Made in USA. Billings. Okay, so these are Billings. Billings. So I've got a Billings here, another Tat. I think that is what those are. And a Craftsman. Alright, so these were the Billings. So I'm going to put the Billings all together. Not in order yet. We'll see. We'll see how many of these we find. Alright, here's another string. These all look foreign. That doesn't look foreign. Well, it is. Alright, So there's a whole string. 7, 8, 9, 10. That would be 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that a 15? 15, yeah. 16. 16. Oh, we got two 15s, 16, 17, and 18. So we need an 11. Are these an 11 millimeter? There you go. There's an 11 millimeter. So we got a whole string of foreign sockets. Okay. Planer blade sharpener. 4 inches. Okay, Metcoid. I don't know who that is. It is a very strange name. It does not say where it's made. Herbrand again. Another Herbrand. This looks like another made in USA but unknown brand. Oh, a string of deep sockets is hiding in here. Craftsman's. Is this a Craftsman? Yep. So these are Craftsman metrics. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. After 14 comes, yep, we got a 15. Is this a 16 or 17? So we're missing, I would guess. Oh wait, here's a 19. Craftsman. We had a pretty good set of Craftsmans here. Not complete, but very close. I bet I have the ones that would make it complete. All right, that goes with the Craftsman. Craftsman. Billings, that's Billings. Where's our Billings stuff? All right, what else we got? More chisels. Another Herbrand wrench. 19 millimeter. Another Herbrand, a 17. Oh, we're very close to having a set. India. Snap-on. Wow, a snap-on 10 millimeter. So that's that. India. Another. Another little set of sockets. These are I don't know, it says OEM on them. 6 points. I don't know who makes them. Random socket. Another Billings. Wow. That's pretty wild. I'm gonna have to start a Billings set. Alright, and then we got some moldy screwdrivers. Another True Craft. Some wire nuts. And that's it. So let's look at these guys. It's not metric. We got an 11, 9, I think it's metric. 13, 15, 16. So we don't have a set of those. We got a lot of Billings. This set of metric foreign sockets. One snap-on. So some interesting stuff. I'm going to throw it back in there now because I'm not going to put all this stuff away at this point, except for the obviously foreign. I'm going to keep these out because I have a drawer. Well, I'll do it later. good amount of Craftsman, honestly. I'll keep those out because I'll put those with the other Craftsman stuff. I guess the big scores are the snap-on wrench and the Billings sockets. That's pretty cool. I got a drawer of snap-on stuff. I'll just put that in there. Might as well throw this in there. That back in. Actually, I'm just gonna. Those aren't going anywhere. The tap tools, throw it back in there. Yeah, quite a few tattoos. All right. But wait, there's more. I suppose, in hindsight, I should have kept everything out and just added this because this may be part of it as well. In the estate sale, the woman told me that the reason why the house was so overpacked with stuff is because the son had moved out of state and had put a lot of his stuff in the garage and then decided not to come back, and hence that's probably why there's such a strange setup where some of the toolboxes were new and all the tools inside were you know, like from Lowe's and things like that, and then you have all this stuff, the rusty old stuff. All right, this is not going to be nearly as interesting. Here's Metcoid. So Metcoid is US. That one says it at least on it. Here's another forged in USA. No name. Pro. Just says, or PRC. Or Pro. It just says Pro, Taiwan. Lifetime. Lifetime USA, Lifetime USA. So there's a whole bunch of this stuff. Dunlap. Wow. I'll put that with the Craftsman. That's a neat thing. More Lifetime. PNC. USA, USA. Any of these metric? Nope. Nope. Metco USA. Snap ring pliers. These look USA. I think they are. 1/4 inch extension made by SK. Alright. Put that in my SK box. Oh, there's a socket wrench hiding in here. You can see that. And it's a Billings. Whoa. So we've got this Billings box. And we've got Billings sockets. So all these punches and stuff are coming out. That's not where these go, but that is where this goes. And those Billings sockets go in there. All right, and what's this? Duro, USA. More random sockets hiding in here. There's a socket. Quite rusty. The dual stripe looks familiar. I'm pretty sure it's USA, but I can't really swear by it because I can't read the name. Feeler gauges, made in USA. Those will go in the de-rusting bin. Bunch of punches. Alright. Wait, that's actually a heavy tray. And a whole pile of hacksaw blades. Alright, let's look at what else is in here. Alright, we've got a whole bunch of impact sockets made by Proto impact sockets. Are they all Protos? Yep, looks like it. Drill bits and some fuses. Here's another Lifetime USA wrench. Another Lifetime USA wrench. Craftsman bits. Oh yeah, this is that set with those strange sockets. Alright, a couple of other very old wrenches. No name on those. And snap ring pliers. And just random junk. More nips, another. These are old. All three of these. I gotta keep these together. These are very old pliers. I'm gonna put them in the derusting bin. Alright, so we got some cool protos. There's some automotive points in there. Drill bits, hex sockets, billings. Alright, let's put this stuff back. Billings set. Hey, it's a start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 billing sets, a billings extension, and a, alright, jammed up billings ratchet. But I've had luck with these, so this is a future project. We'll get that billings ratchet going. And this was who? Durochrome USA. All right, so there you have the two mini toolboxes. So I have gone through them. I'm going to insert this into the video. But that was, to me, aside from the fact that it came with this cool little Wen soldering iron in its case, and some other stuff. I don't remember what was really in the picture, but I'll put the picture from the ad up. So that was the $25 that I went for, and I ended up total, I think, $380 I think I spent. All right, so this was the other box that she said, well, there's another toolbox on the floor, and I was like, oh, okay. Let's see what's in that. This is when I knew I was in trouble, because I opened this box up, and this was also $25 for this box. And I was like, well, there's craftsman wrenches. Here's something interesting. I think I saw this and I was like, I don't know who they are. I don't know if that's Metcold? I don't know, but forged in USA. And there's some other, this says Lifetime, forged in USA. LC24. So I was like, this is some interesting old stuff. ERC, Taiwan. See that? That's forged in USA. Lifetime again. So I don't know who made these. And then in the bottom, what have we got? Look at this thing. Look at that. That is a really strange adjustable wrench with plier combination. That'll go in the derusting bin. Some impact sockets. Let's see who makes them. Proto. All right. Drill bits, fuses, more wrenches. Let's see what's in the billings box. Is this where those sockets came from? Oh, how could that be? Because I don't look at this stuff too now. There's no. This was a socket set, but it's now full of punches. Craftsman. Oh, Craftsman. What's this? Craftsman. All right. All right. So that's in there. Let's see what's in here. There's something really interesting in here. But this is cool stuff. This little carry box. Here's a box of impact bits. Oh, and I opened them upside down, so I'll have to take care of that. These are cool. Rivets for Sears Riveter. 2 boxes of those. Doesn't seem like there's much in that box. All right, this is an interesting set. Power screwdriver, bit, and socket set made in USA. No idea how old this is. It's a weird set for sure, because these are very odd sockets. They're not Craftsman. They say made in USA. They are definitely not Craftsman. I don't know who made them. They look much older than this case looks. All right, here's Black & Decker. Are these drill bits, I guess? No, it's actually a bit set. Huh. All right. It's not something I knew. That one apparently goes in there. Hold on. I might try to fit it in. KD Tools hex bits. I'm surprised I didn't find. Oh yeah, here's more hex bits. There'll be more. These are always more hex bits. Snap ring pliers. Is there a manufacturer on these? I don't know why I keep putting my sunglasses on. I can't read anything with them on. Don't know. It doesn't say made in USA, so I'm going to assume they're not. Craftsman chalk line. This is cool. So how many people know what this is? This is a genuine Craftsman bottle opener. So I'll be saving that. That's pretty neat. And I don't have one, so it's kind of funny to find. I got a couple saws. This is very low buck saws. These are not particularly anything to write home about. And some random junk. All right. That takes care of these boxes. Let's move on. These are all emptied out. So let's look. This saw is a little bit nicer. You can read that. It's a Diston. If you've seen my Diston Dirk drill, that's Diston Tool Company. All right, let's see what else we got in here. We got a compression gauge made by Rymac. Has the instructions with it. It's dried, the rubber, but maybe it'll work. All right, I got a couple of axes. Not everything was old at this place, which is kind of funny. A lot of it, in fact, was not old. That's interesting. Craftsman pry bar. USA. Big one. Pry bar. Sears Craftsman. This is 1980s, maybe, I guess. We fixed one of these. There's a video of it. This one does not look like it needs any work whatsoever. That is way nicer. All right, some more fasteners. Light. I found one of these once, and it was completely destroyed. I have no idea. Made in Korea. All right, some fasteners. You know, I never turn down fasteners. I'm using them. All right. Some spade bits. I guess these are for screw sizing. Some new bits. Some random sockets. Japan. I doubt there's anything really worthwhile looking here. As far as I know, that most of this stuff. The funny thing is, he had it divided in the old junky toolboxes were actually the better stuff. There's a couple more of these. I'll keep those separate. Sears Craftsman high-speed steel drill set. That's cool. All right, we got a bunch of sockets here. These are Kobalts. Kobalt, whole set of Kobalts. Craftsman extension. Oh, Craftsman ratchet. This I did notice. This is a very small SK 1/4 inch. That's cool. That's a great little find. A log splitter. This is a tiny little old grease gun. Okay, pump it with your thumb, I guess.
I doubt they make a can that fits this, but maybe. It says Lincoln
Lincoln Lubrigun, model 51 or 5914. I bet that's pretty old. Oh, Lincoln Engineering Company, St. Louis, Missouri, made in USA. All right. More so, another socket. Oh, that's cheap Chinesium socket. Sparta, maybe? Extension. Craftsman extension. There wasn't much Craftsman in this haul. Japan. Kobalt. Okay, that's it for these. These are all Kobalts. Another Craftsman. Let's keep that. These are interesting. These, he's got several of them, are magnetic socket holders, I think. Oh, they're the magnet. And it's interesting, I guess he made them himself because these magnets look like they were just stuck in there. They don't really hold the sockets very well because all of these were in here and they all just fell out. T-square. All right, let's look at what these are. Japan. See, they don't hold very well. I don't know what the plan was, but I guess if they're in a toolbox drawer, it is less likely to fall out. All right, who makes these? These all, some Craftsman. These are Craftsman. You can see, look at how different they look. The Craftsman's, that is not a Craftsman. So I got 4 Craftsmen there, I think. Nope, 1, 2, 3 Craftsmen is all I got. There's 4 right there, and the rest are Japan, Taiwan. This is funny. This is one of those 1980s or 90s Chinesium sets, and he's got the whole set as far as I could see, the entire thing. Heavy duty reversible ratchet. Is it? It's made in Japan. Oh, I was thinking it was China, so it's a little older than I thought. Standard and metric. But it's a complete set. I don't know. Someday there'll be nostalgia for these, maybe. Probably after my time, but I'll keep it together. I'm not going to just dump that to a donation bin. I'll probably keep that. All right, let's see what else we've got. All right. We've got a couple of bins here. Give me a minute. I'm going to pause the camera. I got to spread some things out. I may have forgotten to mention these. I grabbed these. 79 Pontiac Service Manual Supplement. 78 Pontiac Official Service Manual. And a 1978 Fisher Body Service Manual. I grabbed them. They were free. I think we just included them, but I think they're interesting. We'll start this again. Hopefully the camera won't just shut off. It may be overheating. It is very hot. It is 92. That's why I'm not moving anything. I'm doing it right under the carport. All right, so what we've got a nice vise from KARAS Electric Company, Chicago. It looks like it's missing that piece there. This should derust nicely and be cleaned up. Pardon the jet. Here is a Sears heavy duty pipe wrench. It says made in Spain. Now Sears did have a budget brand, so that's not Craftsman, it's Sears. If you're not a plumber, that probably served you the 1 or 2 times in your life you needed it. A Kobalt 4-pound hammer. This looks basically, other than the rust, looks like it was barely ever used. The handle's not even, I'm probably getting the handle even dirtier than it was. All right, this stuff, what we're now going through is what was in the toolboxes. And surprisingly, what was in the toolboxes was not very old. Loctite. Hacksaw blade. More hacksaw blades. Made in USA, that's nice. Made in China. Let's separate the USA from the China. Paintbrush, I'll keep that. Here's a adjustable wrench. Companion. Okay, so I was talking about Sears. Companion was a Sears budget brand, made in China. Here's another one. This is an actual Craftsman adjustable wrench, made in USA. Made in China. Locking pliers. As if you saw my other toolbox video, you know I don't really need any locking pliers. But I won't get rid of these because of the spring. Because even though these are bent and useless, the spring isn't. Because if I find a good pair and the spring's broken, I can use that spring. Heavy duty, Taiwan. All right, got some files. I always seem to find a lot of those. Not sure why that is. Oh, these are nice. Okay, so these might be Craftsman Professionals. I'm not sure, but I got a whole set of Craftsman locking pliers. So these are nice. These are definitely keepers. I love these rubber handles on them. A couple of chisels. Stanley wood chisel. No brand on that one. Another adjustable wrench. In case you don't know what it is, it says adjustable wrench, 12-inch. It doesn't say anything else on it, where it's made or anything. So, feels okay. No idea where it came from. All right, we got some cutters, some pliers, Craftsman USA. Good, we're getting some good Craftsman stuff. Fuller, Japan. These look like Chinesium, not sure. They certainly look it though. No idea. That may be a Craftsman. I can't tell. These are fairly nice. That's Craftsman. There is Fuller. Again, too bad this is all peeling off. But hey, if you saw my video, nothing little shrink tubing can't fix. Wire strippers. Might say who makes them. I can't read. It's too rusty. Yeesh. Another one of these rotting screwdrivers. It may be a Craftsman, since Craftsman's tended to do this. But the head on this thing is shot. That's junk. That's actually one of the rare junk things. Needle nose pliers. Pretty long too. I kind of like that. These possibly are Craftsman's. Don't know. Doesn't say on it. China. All right, let's go through this real quick and see. All right, this is good. This is real locking pliers. We'll keep those. All right, let's go through these wrenches and see if there's anything good in here. China. India. Taiwan. Oh, it's broken even. Kmart. Oh, that's funny. Taiwan. Eagle. Taiwan. Craftsman. All right, we'll keep it. That doesn't seem to... Sometimes these have old beer brands on them. This says something, but I can't read it. China. These are Craftsman. John Deere. Oh no, that's Craftsman. That's John Deere. That's kind of unique. Put those aside. Craftsman wrench. Great. Wayne. SK. Cool. Keep it. Kmart again. Drop Forge Kmart. China. Drop Forge Taiwan. I don't think I ever used those. Okay. Forged in USA Craftsman V Series wrench. There's a few Craftsmans. That's good. Okay. Craftsman. Centec. Taiwan Centec. Craftsman. China. Alright. This is made in USA. If you can read that name, Awatana Tool Company. This is for brake lines, I guess. I don't know. I've never heard of Awatana Tool Company before. Keep it. Craftsman. China. Craftsman, China, Craftsman, Taiwan, Kmart again, China, China, Kmart, Kmart, China, looks like Craftsman, Craftsman, SK, nice, Taiwan, Kmart, Monkey Bone, or Dog Bone Wrench, I guess, 6 to 15 millimeter, guaranteed this is China, or Japan, or something like that. Yamaha, 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 interesting. We'll keep the Yamaha. Another SK, another Kmart, another Kmart, and China. And a little tiny, probably China, and a punch. All right, so what do we get out of here? We got these locking pliers. These are definite keepers. We got an adjustable. We're definitely keeping it. We'll keep those wires so we can de-rust them. We'll keep these chisels. I'll keep those. The lineman's pliers, I'll de-rust and keep them. These long needle nose are nice. Those are nice cutters. Another chisel. I'll keep that. I'll keep the punch. This is all Craftsman stuff. The chisels we'll keep. That locking pliers. That. I'll keep that, but I really need to clean it. Keep that. I'll keep this Loctite in case there's anything good in it. Alright, got one more smaller bin. Let me move this out of the way. Let me move the Chinese stuff out of the way. Alright, let's look at this. Let's see what's in this one. Okay. Here's a question for all of you. I know what this is. It says Blue Point on it. Do you know what this is? I'm going to put it aside. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what this is. This is very uncommon and was really a neat thing to find. So I'll show you. I'll tell you what this thing is if you don't know later. All right, bit holder. All right, so we got some screwdrivers here. These are cool. We have a complete set of Craftsman professional screwdrivers. If you haven't seen these before, these were kind of a top of the line deal. I will definitely be keeping these. Put these aside. Craftsman. Job Smart. You can use scissors. That's not a Craftsman professional. He's got a good set of these, and I actually use hand screwdrivers a lot. I'll be keeping them. There's an Ace, tiny little USA screwdriver. That it says Bucky. Buckeye Auto Parts. Winner of the Buckeye Newshawk Award. WKRP joke if you didn't get it. You get some goggles, some more goggles, goggles. Stanley, I'll keep that. This is a Craftsman, I'll keep. Proto. Well, this is the rare hex bit set or Allen set that I'm gonna keep. Proto, made in USA. A set of somethings. Router bits. Interesting. Router bits. Their use and care with book from True Value Hardware Store. I wonder if they're made in USA. Doesn't say so. Job Smart. Doesn't appear to ratchet. Just a bit driver. Staples. And a stapler. An Arrow stapler. Does not say if it's made in USA. Saddlebrook, New Jersey. Maybe it is. Made in USA. I am being attacked by a mosquito. Hopefully he'll leave me alone for the next 10 minutes. Alright, another Holub. It's USA. I'll de-rust these anyway. Alright, we got another set of these made in Taiwan. More screwdrivers. That's a Craftsman. I'll keep it. Who made that? Stanley. I don't know who did this one. It doesn't say. I don't know who Tough is. Seems like a decent screwdriver though. That's a Stanley. That's a Stanley. Knife. Master mechanic. Ooh, this mosquito was relentless. He's after my face of all things. A little mirror. Alright, that's about it for that. Here's a bit driver. What did I do with that thing? Unfortunately, it doesn't ratchet. But, alright. I'm going to repack the stuff in here. Except for the craftsman. So all this stuff will come in here. This is all other than the stapler, which I'm definitely going to find a home for. It's all somewhat sketchy on if I'm going to keep it or not. Alright, we've got one more bin and then we're through. All these Craftsman professional screwdrivers. Figured it out yet? If you've worked on old cars, you'll know what that is. Alright. Let's see what's in here. Let me pull this bin over. Alright. Hacksaw. Nothing special. Task force. Task force what? Bit set. It is what it is. Is it worth a lot? No. I would say that's consumer grade. That sounds like Kobalt stuff. It is. Tubing cutter. Made in USA tubing cutter. Well, that's a surprise. Because this is not old. Happy to keep that. Vermont Americans. Nice blade. Concrete cutting blade. In a box. Eyewear again. More eyewear in the box, no less. Okay. We'll keep it. Paintbrushes. There was, I don't know what that is. A file cleaner. Well, there's a tool for everything. Oh, what's more Craftsman pry bars? Interesting. Things I really just don't remember actually packing. This I do remember because it is a Nicholson patented heavy-duty hacksaw, and it includes the spare blades in there. I don't know what's patented about it, but this is a heavy-duty try-me fold-away grip, I guess, because you can grab it like that. So that's cool. That's a keeper. Oh, a little, I don't know how that got in there. A jar of nothing. PVC cutter. New in box Regal wire brushes. These look like Harbor Freight stuff. screen spline tool, sandpaper, more looks like Harbor Freight stuff. I use these. I don't know that I need any more, so I'll probably give those to somebody. Alright, a couple of 3 tape measures, 4 tape measures. Alright, that's cool. Stanley lever lock. Works. That's cool. Bench top. That works. Another Stanley lever lock. And a Stanley power lock. These are all in great shape. Alright, another wire brush. Paint brushes. Birdie paintbrush, good one. So I like this, the fact that I got all these paintbrushes, because this is, to me, useful. This saves me a lot of money. This alone probably saves me 20 to 50 bucks. Depending, like this is, some of these are pretty good brushes. And you know, if you buy paintbrushes, they're expensive. All right, I'm gonna stop taking things out here. A file. Sandpaper. I guess this is a air pressure checker, but it's really big for what it does. I don't know, who makes it, does it say? It does, I just can't read it. Huh, it's pretty big though. All right, we got some clamps. This is an oil filter wrench, which I believe this is not bent out of shape. I believe this was probably for something in particular, possibly for a motorcycle or something like that, because I've seen these before bent like this. They don't work really well on cars. All right, I got a whole bunch of tie wraps. Obviously, tie wraps, as you've seen. Oh, look at this. All right, this is cool. I needed a tie wrap that had the screw tie down on it, and there they are. I didn't have any of these. I ended up using a regular tie wrap to do it. I'm trying to think now. I tell you, my brain is shot. I can't remember it, and I know it was just like last week or something that I did it. But I needed one of these, and I looked through my tie wraps and didn't have them. Well, sometimes things just come in a couple days too late. All right, I got this whole big Dremel set. Dremel flex shaft, never used, never opened. Dremel stuff, whole kit of accessories, never used. I didn't look in this. It's a case for a Dremel. Let's see, what type of Dremel is it? Oh, it's cord, really? It's a cordless Dremel. Well, charge that right away. Well, let's see, is there a charge in it? What are the odds that this thing has a charge in it? Oh my God, look at that. It does. So how long do you think this thing has held that charge? Wow. A cordless one too. That is radical. I assume they exist. I just never really saw one. The idea that this has held a charge all that time is just, I don't know. I mean, the people that owned it are gone, so it must have been a while. That's wild. Well, I never saw a cordless Dremel. Never had one. Gonna keep it. Okay, and last but not least, more Dremel stuff. And nails, some more paintbrushes, and cable tie downs. Well, it's the next day, and I figured I'd do a little addendum here, and we can see if these power tools work. Here's our Chinese drill press. Well, it works. I don't know how great it works, but it works. Seems to shake a bit. Let's look at what else we got. All right. Well, we've got our craftsman drill. 1980s or so. That works really well, actually. This will be an easy cleanup. Just take it apart, put some grease in it. Our Black & Decker professional drill. Is it a hammer drill? It is a hammer drill. All right. It's actually not that heavy. Feels nice. Feels like a good drill, actually. Works really well. All right, so far, it all works. Our drop light. Well, I'll test the drop light. I don't know if the bulb's any good. Maybe. It is. All right, so the drop light's good. All right, and last but not least, let's test this bench grinder we got. That wasn't exactly on camera, so I'm going to use the power thing for that. Works really good. Needs a new eye shield. Should be easy to make something for that. It's plastic. All right, that's it. All told, this cost about $380 for everything. I think well worth it. I'm gonna get my money back on this pretty quickly if I decide to sell some of it. These boxes alone, I'm sure they're worth $100 a piece anyway. I mean, even to sell them quick, I could get $100 a piece. New, I think these sold for around $200 to $300. Possibly more though, back 20 years ago, I think, when they were new. But okay, I almost forgot. This oddball tool is actually a fan blade removal tool, or at least that's what I used them for back in the 1980s. This on older cars, you had the fan blade, obviously not an electric one, belt-driven fan blade. This would go around the blades, get on the bolts, and that's how it would work. All right, so if you like this sort of content, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing this haul. You know, I don't know where I'm going to put it all, but we'll see. If you like this sort of content, please like and subscribe. I've always got more coming. I'm always on the lookout for estate sales and yard sales and things like that where I can pick up a haul like this. You know, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll see more. It helps me grow the channel, and it's fun. And if you see, like I did, just a box with some tools in it, you're like, wow, $25, that looks like a pretty good deal. There was something about it that told me I should go look, not just the fact that it was literally less than 5 minutes away from my house to look, but that was a factor. But you know, go out and check it out. You never know what's going to be there. I mean, this is quite an amazing haul with these boxes and everything. So all you got to do is go out, get busy. Take care.